is remarkable. I have no idea where I stand with you.
Well, Robert's your prisoner. Apparently so am I.
All right, go. Walk away. Go out. Leave. Go.
Give me the keys to the handcuffs.
I can't do that.
Don't talk to me about your duty.
This is what you wanted, is it not? This is what you and your father begged me to do from the minute this man came to town.
No, don't pat yourself on the back. Okay. This is what you want,
right.
and
nobody
I guess
else. That the other things that he did, locking me up on San Sebastian, keeping me hostage for a week in that damn barn with that... I guess that stuff doesn't matter anymore, right?
I don't think it's any worse than what I did to him for 5 years, do you?
Will you tell me one more time why you insist on taking the blame for killing a man based on nothing more than another man's say-so?
Because I remember. Because I remember it to be true.
Let's examine what you remember. You remembered they pushed a man away from you, he fell down and hit his head. That's it. That does not meet any definition of murder that I've ever heard of.
Yeah, so maybe it was accidental. But you know what? The point is still the same. I took a man's life, no matter how you want to sludge it off, whatever the explanation is. And don't you dare condescend me by saying I'm trying to make it up.
What I am saying is that you don't know as much about this as you think you do. Okay? That's all I'm saying. This man went before a court of law. Okay, even if things went exactly the way you say they did, even if he was crazy enough to confess to something he didn't do, nobody hangs on a confession alone. Evidence was presented on both sides. You have no idea what it was, and neither do I, till we see the transcripts. What we know is that Robert and Raul had a history. Now, maybe what killed Raul had more to do with that history than with the knock he got on the head from you. So it was an accident. Let's say it was an accident, just the way you say it was. Don't you think Robert would have piped up and said so in court? You think sitting there like a log and letting himself be sentenced for the rest of his life for no good reason was romance? That would have been stupidity. And since he is obviously not a stupid man, there has to be more to it. Now, against my better judgment, I promise you that he will get a fair shake when this case is reopened.
How? Nothing has changed in 10 years if I don't go out and testify, unless I turn myself in.
You can't testify anyway.
Why not?
Because you're not a credible witness. You had amnesia. You were in love with the man. The prosecution would dismiss you like that.
Oh, I see. So you're telling me I really shouldn't be involved at all.
Eden, I'm trying to tell you that I know you, and I know what you're capable of. And God knows he has shown on many occasions what he is capable of.
Or maybe you really don't know me. Maybe nobody does. I mean, Raul died that summer. The accident that caused my memory loss didn't happen until spring the next year. I mean, what happened about the time in between? I mean, have you thought about that? I have. I mean, the last I know, Raul was rolled up in a rug, and Robert put him in the dinghy and took him off. I mean, did I say anything to anybody? No. Did I go to the trial? No. Did I say anything at all? Did I admit guilt? No. Did I even try to figure out what happened with these two people? No. I went home. I went to Switzerland. I let somebody else hang for it. I think that you should think about the person that you married. I think that you should think about the person that's raised your children. I think you should think about all of that. And then you tell me what you think I'm capable of.
Maybe you thought Raul was right about Robert?
I didn't.
Maybe you were waiting to hear from Robert.
Is that what you would have done?
For God's sake. You came home, your brother Channing was killed. Your daddy hustled you off to Europe. Is that so inexplicable? Admittedly, there are still questions that need to be answered. The only way to do it is to reopen the case.
Well, on that we agree.
We're going to have to finish this at home. I have some things I have to take care of before I can call this a night.
So do I.
Yeah, Victor Boswell, please. Mrs. Castillo. Yeah, Lieutenant. Well, then who is somebody else around there who could dig up some records for me? I got something to move on. I got to move on it fast.
Some happy ending, huh?
Nothing more is going to happen to you.
What did he say? I took a gamble. It didn't pay off, that's all.
No, you just, do what he says and, don't bother him. And you'll be free by morning. I broke a lot of promises to you. And I promise you that this is one I'll keep.